when making money is the only reason to make money, at one point your life becomes shallow. Like I've been there, and many people have been there. We start compensating with other things, like, and we contemplate life as like, is this all there is to life? Like we make money and we just have one goal, another goal, and we buy one thing and another thing, and at one point we have everything we can buy, and we're asking ourselves, where is this end? Where is the happiness? Where is that feeling of fulfillment coming in? And that's the moment we need to stop and ask ourselves, why am I even doing this money? If there's a reason for me to make money, am I doing money because I want to impress society, or I'm doing money because it's a game and I feel like I have to do as much money as possible, and there's the only reason for me to make money is just to make money? In my opinion, when I see a lot of people who call their position soul crushing job or having something that is soul crushing, it's really because they feel like there's no real purpose. There is not a mission that they're fighting for, that they're believing in, and there's not something that they feel that is making them more feel alive. And that money is just one of the outcome, but the real thing that is motivating them, the real thing that's making them feel alive, that is making them driven, is that mission they're working for. Is that something that happened in their life, they're passionate about, and they're like, I would do this even if I was not paid. And people right now on the online space who are making money online, generally most of their things are free, and they're doing it for free. The content creators, the people who do courses, coaches, they give a lot for free because they just love doing this. And myself also, I love doing what I do, and I do it everywhere. Sometimes in a bar, sometimes in a park, sometimes in a party. I would just hypnotize people and get them breakthrough in the spot because I feel so good about doing it, and I just love seeing how I can help people, how I can make them feel better. And then, like, there are other people who just keep on working on things and they don't feel that, and even myself, when I started and I had this money mindset of like, oh, I need to make a lot of money because my value, my worth is connected to money. I thought I had to make a lot of money in order to make things happen. And then, I bankrupt because I was in this burnout cycle of like working a lot just to have money, and then having that money and not knowing what to do with, and wanting to have connections and not having this, and just wondering where is really my purpose, and what I love doing the most became something I resented, and something that I hated, and was like, I don't even want to do it because I'm not doing it for the pleasure that I have, for the mission that I believe in. I'm doing it for the money because I believe that if I have the money, I would be recognized in society. And when you have that money and you realize that people don't really care about you, they care about your money, that's the moment you start just asking myself, am I living my purpose? Am I in alignment? And there is a moment you have to stop and ask yourself, what is the bigger mission? What is the goal that I'm really trying to achieve? What is the world that I want to build? Like when you know that you want to build a better world, that you know that what you're gonna do is not just for you, but for the next generation. I really want people to become financially abundant so they can leave the world they live in and start creating the life that they really believe into. And start, I believe that people should reconnect with nature and God, and that's the things that we're missing in cities. And when you are doing this for this mission, first, there's no really like a timestamp on which you have to do, because you're gonna die before it's gonna end because it's so big. The mission I'm giving myself is so big. There's like billions of people living in cities, and I know that I will not see the end of this, and probably it will never happen, or maybe it will happen, but I'm working for a mission that's bigger for me, and I know that I can take my time, but also have energy because I'm thinking about the future I'm gonna create. I'm thinking about the families of the people, and the friends I can help with that. And that gives me drive, that gives me purpose, that gives me a motivation of like, this is what I'm doing it. And then at one point you just like say, hey, you know what? That's worth so much more than money. And then money comes in and helps you go further. Money becomes gasoline for your business to go further. It's not the thing that you're showing off to be like, look, I'm doing money. Like it's becoming something that's really useful. It's something that helps you go further, that helps you buy the food that you need to buy, to pay the rent, to buy the material that you're using for your business. And then money start having a purpose in itself. The purpose of money is not just to make you shine, it's to make your purpose work. So when you change the way you perceive yourself, when you change the way you believe about what you're doing, the work you're doing, you really start being in that alignment. I'm doing this because I love doing this, but because also I know that what I love doing is making the world a better place, instead of working for some corporation where you do maybe what you love, or maybe where you work for yourself and you do what you love, but then you feel like there's something missing. That's the moment you have to stop. And we have a workshop coming up with Michael Owens, and he is helping people with his community, The Path of Purpose, in which we're going to take you and understand how you can reconnect to that, how you can really understand that you are on the right path, because maybe you're doing already the right path, but everything isn't aligned. They might have some limiting beliefs, they might have some physics. So you just realign yourself and reconnect with that. I will put the link of the event in the description. It's gonna happen soon, and you're gonna be able to see if that's matched with your time zone. And yeah, and join his community as well. Like this, you can also ask him directly and receive his course, his mentorship whenever you want, and you'll be able to be part of something that's just gonna create a wave for transformation for the world.